Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Art of Kicking Ass Elegantly, which is all about learning to kick ass elegantly in business, in fitness, in love, and in life. Yes, I do believe we can have it all and do it all so long as we have a plan and the right support. I'm your host, Michelle Hext. Yesterday, I was speaking with you about visibility, and it's very easy to be visible when life is going to plan and business is going to plan and we've got lots to say. And what I want to chat with you about today is being visible when life's turning to crap and you have to show up anyway. I'm going to chat with you about that in great detail and share some of my own experiences of that on the other side. So as you know, I made the commitment to post 30 videos in 30 days. And of course, when I started out with that grand plan, life was amazing and life was very simple. You know, business is going well, the family was well, everything was wonderful in my world. And then about 4 days in, I had major dramas with one of my teenagers. We found out that we're moving, and so I started packing up the house. And I don't know about you, but I find it very difficult to operate in chaos. And so I've got, all looks nice and peaceful to the background, but just take a look to the right and there are boxes and crap everywhere. So I started to tell myself the story about, you can't shoot a video today because you're not in the right headspace. You need to get across a clearer message, and you can't do that while there's clutter around you. You need to get that sorted out, and then you'll be fine. If you just do it again, start it again on Monday, you'll be fine. So, like anybody, I'm vulnerable to that stuff, and I hit a hurdle. So I'd shot, as I say, videos for about 4 days in a row or something, and then, all that stuff hit. And I guess, legitimate reasons for sure. But the reason that I set that challenge for myself was because I wanted to be visible and I wanted to show up anyway, regardless of what was going on. And so, as I say, I did hit a bit of a hurdle, but it was a really good lesson for me and a good reminder that, hang on a minute, you set this for a reason. You set this goal for a reason, to show up anyway, regardless of, whether you had a pimple or regardless of whether, there was crap going on in the background as far as life goes, and that's what happens, especially when you have teenagers and family members and all that sort of stuff. And, we look on the interwebs and we look on videos and social media and all the rest of it, and life always looks perfect. And, I'm as vulnerable as anybody else. I know for sure that what I'm looking at is a carefully constructed image. I get that, I know that, but I'm still as vulnerable as anybody else at looking at that image and saying, oh my God, their life's so freaking perfect. There's never a hair out of place. Their life looks amazing sort of thing. We all do it. And so we try to hold ourselves to that level, to this carefully constructed level. And it's that typical quote about, don't compare your backstage to their on-stage performance, and it's so true. What you're seeing is the very best, the end of, everything that took them to get there. And it's the same with me too. Some days are amazing and everything goes to plan. Yesterday was amazing. I was up first thing in the morning. I was at the gym with my trainer by 7 o'clock in the morning, had an awesome training session, got back here and nailed a whole bunch of stuff that I needed to. Got to catch up with my son and had some good time with him, and the sun was shining and all that sort of stuff. And today's another good day, but tomorrow, who knows? But my commitment is to show up anyway, regardless of what's going on in my life. And I encourage you to do the same. Because the thing is, people don't want robots. What we don't want is, we don't want to just witness this perfectly constructed life where everything goes to plan every minute of every day, because, it's not attainable, it's not real, and it doesn't happen for most people. Crap goes on in the background all the time. And I'm not saying, it's our job to get out there and say, oh my God, you should have seen what happened yesterday. I had this argument with my son, and then, no one needs to know that. But it's me showing up anyway, regardless of how much that's affected me or whatever else. And there's a vulnerability in that, because sometimes when you show up, when you've had something go on that's quite emotional, I find myself, trying to shoot a video and trying not to cry every second of it, and sometimes though amazing stuff comes out, when we're in a vulnerable place. Sometimes there's some very deeply connecting stuff that comes out, and they're usually the videos that resonate even more strongly with people than the stuff that's, oh, here's my 3 tips on how to do this. It's the deeply connecting stuff that makes the difference. So I'm going to challenge you. Yesterday I challenged you to, work on 3 visibility strategies. Now I'm going to challenge you to show up anyway, regardless of whether you've got a pimple or a cold sore, or you put on 5 kilos, or you need to get your roots done, or you've had a fight with your partner, or you lost 3 clients that day. I want you to really show up regardless, and make it a commitment to yourself more than anybody else, and just watch what happens. And I promise you, I'm not going to miss another day. Cross my heart, hope to die. Not really. So yeah, that's my commitment. I'm going to show up for the rest of the 30 days, every single day. I've got another video coming because I promised you 2 a day until I caught up, and I think I've got 2 tomorrow as well. Anyway, have an awesome day. If you are struggling to be visible and you want a partner in crime to help you do that, you can jump on my website, theartofkickingasselegantly.com, and have a look at my momentum sessions for a one-off session. Or if you want to spend 12 months with me as your mentor, jump on my Kick-Ass Academy website, which is kickassacademyonline.com, and you can find out all the information there about becoming a participant or a student of mine for a whole 12 months, where I hold your hand and guide you through the process of creating a kick-ass 6-figure empire. That's it. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.